Videos are not particularly interesting unless they show some movement. Now, for example, imagine a video camera used to monitor an endangered species or a secure location. AI can help you find the frames where movement occurs instead of having to watch the entire video. Or maybe you want to be more specific and only highlight points in the video where a human face is visible, or even identify the features of a person in the video.
Well, to analyze my video, I'm going to use the Video Indexer API. Now here's the Video Indexer account that I'm going to use, and you can see the account name is here, and it's a trial account. It's not connected to my Azure subscription. And if I expand that out there, I can see the unique ID that identifies this Video Indexer account. So back in my code, I have referenced that this is a trial account. It's not located in a data center in Azure. It's just simply a trial. And I've got my account ID there. So I'll run that code to set those variables. Now the other thing I've done, as well as a Video Indexer account, is I've got a subscription to the Video Indexer API. So if I go to the Video Indexer API site, I can see that there are numerous products available within this API. In fact, there's only one at the moment. It's this authorization product. And if I take a look at that, I can see that I already have a subscription set up for this API. And if I take a look, here are the details of that subscription, and that includes a primary and secondary key that I can use to authenticate myself when I connect to that, and I can show that key and get it to the clipboard so that I can use it. So if I go back to my code, here's that key. I've already pasted that in, so we'll just run that. So we've set up the various variables that we're going to need in order to make connections to the Video Indexer API. Okay, well let's now take a look at the process of connecting and using that API. And the first thing we need to do is get an access token. Now there are various different levels of access token, and the first thing we need is an account level access token so that we can connect to my Video Indexer account. So I've got some code here. We're going to make an HTTP request, and basically we're going to connect to our API for the Video Indexer API. We're going to pass in our key, and we're going to pass in the location and account ID that we want an access token for, and we should get back that access token as a JSON document. So if I run that code, off it runs, and I come back in the JSON that gets returned. Here's the value that I've extracted from that. It's just an access token. It's a big long token that I use to make an authenticated connection to the API. Well, now that I've got that, I can actually start to use my Video Indexer API. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload a video. I've got a video in my GitHub location here. It's just called vid.mp4. It's a video that I've recorded in a room. It's a video just observing what was happening in a room at a particular time. So we're going to grab that. We are going to go and upload that using our access token to authenticate ourselves. We will upload that to our Video Indexer account. So we'll make an HTTP connection to do that, and then we'll see what the response is when we upload that. So we'll run the code. It takes a little while to run, and then I get my response back. So I get some details about the thing that I've uploaded and the metadata that's been set for that video. Now, one of the things that's in there, you'll see when I've uploaded that, it's actually assigned an ID to this video, and somewhere in this big JSON document that's been responded here, there is an ID field that gives us the ID of the video. So rather than trying and scroll through this document here, it's actually there. I can see ID and there's the number. But rather than get that manually, I'll just write some code that goes and parses that JSON and grabs my ID. So there's my video ID for the video that I've uploaded. Now obviously uploading a video and processing it takes a little bit of time. So I might just want to check the status of what's happening with that video as it's been uploaded. So again, I'll use my access token and I'll connect, and this time I'm going to try and get the status for that particular video using the video ID. And when I run that, I can see the status at the moment is it's processing. And actually, if I go and have a look at my Video Indexer account and just refresh this page, we can see that the video is there, and I can see that it's in the process of being indexed. So it is indeed processing. And I can come back to my code, and I can just simply rerun that code again and get the latest status. It's still processing, so we'll just continue running that until the video is completely processed. And here it is. After a little while, the video itself is now processed, and we're ready for our code to go and connect and start getting some insights from that. Now to do that I need a different level of access token. I need an access token at the video level. So with some very similar code to what we had before, we'll pass up our key for our API account and the location and account ID, and this time the video that we're interested in, so we'll pass up the individual video, and we'll get back a token for us to work with that video. So we'll go ahead and run that. And there's my video access token, same idea as the last time, big long security token. And I can use that to actually view the video. I can bring elements of the user interface from the video indexer website, and I can go and embed that into my own application just using some code like this. So I'm going to go and get that URL, passing in the various details for my specific video and my token, and then I'm just going to display that in an iframe in this notebook. So off that goes, and it gets the video indexer UI element, and here's the video, and it's actually just started playing the video, and I can see it's observing what's happening in a room, which seems to be a fairly empty room at the moment. So there's obviously something interesting that I want to find in this video, but I don't want to sit and watch the entire video. So what I want to do is I want to use the video indexer to get a breakdown of insights of what's actually happening in this video. And to do that, I'm going to once again connect to my video indexer API. I'm going to use my video access token and the location, the account, and the video ID, and I'm going to get back some information about what's actually going on in that video. So let's go and run that code. And what I get back is a JSON response. I've printed out the entire JSON response here just so we can see it. I get some metadata at the top about the video, and if I scroll down I can see a bit more information. And one of the interesting things is the faces that appear in this video, and it looks like there is at least one face. It says there's an appearance that ends after 14 seconds, it starts at 8.3 seconds, so there's a face in there. We don't know who that person is. We've got a known person ID, and it's all zeros, and the name is unknown number 1. So there's an unknown person that appears in this video. And there's various other information about the video that I can see there. There's a wall, it's indoors, and so on. So there's various insights that have been intelligently gathered from that video. So we'll close all of that down there, and we'll move to the next piece of code. We said there were some faces in that video, so let's get some details of the faces. I'm just going to extract those face elements from my JSON. So we're just going to take a closer look at those. And here it is. So that appearance is between 8.3 and 14 seconds, and here's the details of the face. So we don't know who the face is, but we might want to go and have a look at that face. So what I can do is I can actually go and grab a thumbnail of that face. There's a thumbnail ID that's assigned to each of the faces that were detected, so I can go and extract the thumbnail ID, and then I can use my video indexer API to go and grab the image that shows me that particular face that was detected. So let's go and run that code, and I get back the clip of the face that appeared in the video. So, well, this looks familiar. Obviously there's somebody in that video that we recognize. So I might just want to go and take a look at the insights that were gathered about that face. And again, I can borrow a piece of the user interface from the video indexer website, and I just display it in my own application, in this case just in an iframe in the notebook. So here's that face. I can see that this face is been detected as unknown. My account, my video indexer account, has no information about who this person is. So what I could do is I could go and edit my insights, and we'll just go and edit this person, and we know that that is actually me, so we'll just go and put my name in there, and we'll make that change saved. So we're saving that now to our account. So up in my video indexer account, it now knows that this face corresponds to that person. So if we spot that face again in this video or in another video, we now know who it is. And just to verify that, I'm going to go and get the breakdown once again. So I'm going to refetch the breakdown for this video and check the face details to see what it says about that face. And if I go and run that, sure enough, it now says it knows that person, and that person has the name Graham Malcolm. So we've identified that person within the video. We now know who that person is.